Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the psychometric testing website passmyjobtest.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to pass an English proficiency test. So if you have to undertake any type of English proficiency test, make sure you stay tuned because I will help you to pass it. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover. So I will give you a number of example English proficiency test questions that are common during this type of test. I will then give you some sample questions for you to try live on the screen under timed conditions, and this will help you to improve your scores. And then I will also tell you how you can access further resources to help you pass your English proficiency test. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We have over 500,000 subscribers now, and lots of you are passing your tests as a result of the presentations that I am uploading. So let's get straight into the tutorial. So what is assessed during an English proficiency test? Well, there are a number of different things: spelling and grammar, punctuation, sentence structure, correct use of English, and also your reading ability. And we will cover these 5 different areas during this presentation. So let's now start looking at some example English proficiency test questions, and then I will get you to try some live on the screen. Let's start off with spelling. So here's a sample question. It says, students were required to work blank during this exercise, and we have to decide which word fits within the blank. So the word that fits in there is independently. Students were required to work independently during this exercise, but we need to decide from A, B, C, D and E which word is spelt correctly. And the correct one is B, independently. So now it's your turn to try 5 English proficiency test spelling questions under timed conditions. So please put your answers to questions 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 in the comments section below the video for marking. I will come on here each day and personally mark the questions for you. There is a timer on the right hand side and you have a short number of seconds to answer each question. The school report implied that discipline could do with some improvements. Which of the answer options from A, B, C, D or E is spelt correctly? Please put your answer in the comment section below the video for marking. Here is the timer. Question number 2. The team made a commitment to improving standards in the English department. Which answer option is spelt correctly? A, B, C, D or E? Here is the timer. Question number 3. Students acted as representatives of the school during the trip. Again, which answer option is spelt correctly? Please tell me in the comments section below the video. Here is your timer. Question number 4. There were no new additions to this year's mathematics curriculum. Which answer option is spelt correctly from A, B, C, D or E? Here is your timer. And number 5, before we move on to the next section, ramps were installed to accommodate for students using wheelchairs. Please put your answer in the comments section below. Which one is spelt correctly? Here is the timer. Okay, well done. And just quickly, before we move on to some more sample English proficiency test questions, here are some tips for improving your spelling ability. Tip number 1. One of the best ways to improve your spelling skills is to keep a list of words that you find difficult to spell and then attempt to spell them every so often. So write down a list of words that you struggle to spell and then attempt to spell them out loud every so often. And tip number 2, another great way to improve your spelling ability is to read regularly. So by reading magazines, online news articles, and also fiction and non-fiction books, you will come into contact with more challenging words, and this will improve your vocabulary. So let's now move on to punctuation, the punctuation aspect of the English proficiency test. So what is punctuation? Well, punctuation is an extremely important part of literacy, and without it, sentences don't form properly, and the meaning of a text can be lost in a block of words. In addition, punctuation signifies the flow of a sentence or paragraph. It allows you to get a feel for a passage, and it can accentuate key points. So for this reason, punctuation is a significant aspect of the English proficiency test. So this is a sentence with 2 full stops deleted. So the sentence reads, "The students were allowed outside after the rain had stopped. 10 minutes later, the ground had dried and the playing field was reopened." It does not make sense. It should read as follows. The students were allowed outside after the rain had stopped, full stop. 10 minutes later, the ground had dried and the playing field was reopened, full stop. So you can see there that by adding 2 full stops, the sentence then reads correctly. And don't forget to always put a capital on the first letter after the full stop. So let's have a look at another one. This is a sentence with 2 full stops deleted. Insert the 2 missing full stops in the correct place. The understanding of the staff was that students were more than capable of completing the science test. In fact, many had already sat mock exams and performed well. So it does not make sense. However, if we add the full stops, it reads, the understanding of the staff was that students were more than capable of completing the science test, full stop. In fact, many had already sat mock exams and performed well. So we have added 2 full stops, one there after the word test, and then at the end of the second sentence. And just quickly, before I get you to try some, let's have a quick look at commas. Now, while a full stop ends a sentence, a comma is often used as a soft pause. Commas are used to separate words or ideas within sentences. So you can see there is a comma placed there. While a full stop ends a sentence, a comma is used often as a soft pause. Now let's take a look at this sentence. The damage to the car included 2 smashed windows, a slashed tyre, dents on the bonnet and a snapped aerial. So that sentence needs commas inserting. So if we put them in, it now reads perfectly. The damage to the car included 2 smashed windows, comma, a slashed tyre, comma, dents on the bonnet and a snapped aerial. So we need to insert commas in those 2 areas. So now it's your turn to try some more punctuation English proficiency test questions. Please put your answers to questions 6, 7 and 8 in the comments section below the video for marking. So the timer is on the right hand side. Question 6. Which of the following sentences has the correct placement of commas and full stops? A, B, C or D? So it reads, so far 17 students have been placed under observation with at least 5 of them at risk of temporary suspension. Only one of those sentences reads correctly. Which one is it? Here is your timer. Don't forget to put your answer in the comments section below the video. Here we go. Okay, brilliant. Well done. Move on to question 7. Again, which of the following sentences has the correct placement of commas and full stops? A, B, C or D? And the sentence reads, the colour of the school tie had been changed from a deep blue to bright purple with an emblem at the top. Only one of them is correct. Which one is it? A, B, C or D? Here is your timer. Moving on to question 8. Which of the following sentences has the correct placement of commas and full stops? A, B, C or D? And it reads, it was only partially her fault since she had been antagonised by older students. Let me know which one is correct in regards to the placement of commas and full stops in the comments section below the video. Here is your timer. Okay, brilliant. So now let's move on to a different section. And by the way, you are doing brilliant. We are making fantastic progress. Now the words there, and there all sound the same, but they are used differently and spelt differently within specific contexts. So there, T-H-E-R-E, means the opposite of here. So if I said to somebody, please go over there, that is the opposite of here. And that is when that word is spelt T-H-E-R-E. When it is spelt T-H-E-I-R, that means a belonging. So if I said, it's their guitar, it's their bag, it belongs to them. And then finally, T-H-E-Y''R-E is a contraction of they are or they were. And this type of question is common during English proficiency test questions. And the question is, rearrange the red words so that the paragraph is grammatically correct. So this paragraph is not correct. Their friend wanted to attend a concert. However, because they're underage and their parents wouldn't approve, they decided not to go. However, if we change around the red words, it now reads correctly. Their friend wanted to attend a concert. However, because they're underage, they are underage, and their parents wouldn't approve, they decided not to go. So this is quite a challenging example of an English proficiency test question. So now it's your turn to try some more of these. Please put your answers to questions 9, 10 and 11 in the comments section below the video for marking. Again, you have a timer on the right hand side. Question 9. Which of the following sentences is grammatically correct? And again, this is using the words there, and there, all spelt differently. And the sentence reads, Stephen asked them to go over there because he felt the experience would be of benefit to their future. Only one of them is grammatically correct. Which one is it? Please put your answer to question 9 in the comments section below the video for marking. Here is your timer. Brilliant. Again, question 10. Which of the following sentences is grammatically correct? And it reads, there are lots of spiders in their garage, so they're going to clean it out tomorrow. Only one of them is correct. A, B, C or D. Put your answer in the comment section below the video. Here is your timer. And question 11. Which of the following sentences is grammatically correct? There was a long wait before their baggage finally arrived, but now they're ready to go home. Only one of them is correct. Which one is it? A, B, C or D? Here is your timer. Okay, fantastic. You are doing brilliant. Let's now move on and take a look at the correct use of English. And we have to insert the missing words. Now, being able to identify which words are missing from a sentence or paragraph is an important aspect of the English proficiency test. So let's take a quick look at a sample test question before I get you to try some live on the screen. Insert the missing word. Charlie blank the house from his best friend. Is it A, B, C or D? Well, the correct word that we need to insert is bought. Charlie bought the house from his best friend. It is not Charlie visited the house from his best friend, or Charlie brought the house from his best friend, or purchase. It's none of those, it's B. So now it's your turn to try some of these English proficiency test questions. Again, please put your answers to questions 12, 13, 14 and 15 in the comments section below the video for marking. Here we go. Insert the missing word. We can't believe you're going to the Maldives this summer. It must be costing you A. Is it A, money, B, fortune, C, earth, or D, a lot? Here is your timer. Well done. Question 13, a different one. Try blank the lawn with a lawnmower, it'll work better. A, cut, B, moving, C, cutting, D, rowing. Put your answer in the comment section below the video. Here is the timer. And question 14, Samantha was reading a magazine when she blank across an article about her old boss. Is it A, noticed, B, came, C, mumbled, D, read? Here is your timer. And question 15, again insert the missing word. The thunderstorm blank the house shake. A, started, B, shook, C, forced, D, made. Put your answer to question 15 in the comments section below the video for marking. Here we go. Okay, let's now move on to sentence structure. Question, which two words need to be swapped around in order for the sentence to read correctly? And the sentence reads, doctors advise us to ensure the recommended amount of fruit and vegetables to eat a healthier lifestyle. It does not read correctly, and we need to swap around two words. So it's your task to identify which two words need to be changed around to make the sentence read correctly. So if we swap around ensure and eat, it now reads, doctors advise us to eat the recommended amount of fruit and vegetables to ensure a healthier lifestyle. So by swapping those two around, it reads correctly. So now it's your turn to try some more English proficiency test questions. Again, please put your answers to questions 16, 17, 18 and 19 in the comments section below the video for marking. Which two words need to be swapped around in order for the sentence to read correctly? And the sentence is, doctors are sometimes confused as to why a treatment is not following, and it is often the case that the patient is not working their advice. Which two words do you need to swap around? Put your answer to question 16 in the comments section below the video for marking. Here is your timer. And question 17. Which two words need to be swapped around in order for the sentence to read correctly? The only way to ensure a strong economy is to maintain that an unemployment is low and productivity is high. I will read that again. The only way to ensure a strong economy is to maintain that unemployment is low and productivity is high. You need to swap around two words. Which ones are they? Here is your timer. Question 18. Which two words need to be swapped around in order for the sentence to read correctly? Here we go. The torrential rain had been flooded down for 6 hours now, and the drain was beginning to pouring. Which two words do you need to swap around? Tell me in the comments section below the video. Here's the timer. Brilliant. Question 19. Which two words again need to be swapped around in order for the sentence to read correctly? Danielle had left the gate open. Presents in the neighbour's dogs resulting in the back garden. That does not make sense. But if you swap around two words, it will do. Let me know in the comments section below. Here's the timer. Well done, brilliant. You are making fantastic progress. Let's now move on to reading ability. This is a different element of an English proficiency test. And it says, after reading the passage, decide whether the statement is true, false, or cannot say based solely on the information provided. And the statement is, you will probably need to attend a gym to perform pull-ups. Is it true, false, or cannot say? So what we need to do here is to read this passage. And the passage states, pull-ups are a great way of building the core upper body muscle groups. The unfortunate thing about this type of exercise is you will probably need to attend a gym in order to carry it out. Having said that, there are a number of different types of pull-up bars available to buy on the market that can easily and safely be fitted to a doorway at home. If you choose to purchase one of these items, make sure that it conforms to the relevant safety standards first. So the statement again is, you will probably need to attend a gym to perform pull-ups. So based solely on the information contained within that passage on the left, is that statement true, false, or cannot say? Well, in fact, it is true, because you will see there that that part of the passage states the unfortunate thing about this type of exercise is you will probably need to attend a gym in order to carry it out. So look out though for this type of thing. The statement says exercise is good for you. Is that true, false, or cannot say? Based solely on the information provided. Well, of course, you and I know that exercise is good for you, but don't be fooled into automatically putting down true, because the fact is that statement is not referred to in the passage. Therefore, we cannot say. And that's a really important tip to remember. You have to decide whether the statement is true, false, or cannot say based solely on the information provided. So now it's your turn to try some more English proficiency test questions. Please put your answers to questions 20, 21 and 22 in the comments section below the video for marking. So you are given the same passage. After reading that passage, decide whether the statement is true, false, or cannot say based solely on the information provided. And the statement is, question 20, before carrying out any form of exercise, it is important that you stretch thoroughly. Is it true, false, or cannot say? Here is a timer. Okay, and question 21. After reading the passage again, decide whether the statement is true, false, or cannot say based solely on the information provided. And the statement is, question 21, pull-ups are not an effective way of building core upper body muscle groups. Is that statement true, false, or cannot say based solely on that passage? Put your answer to 21 in the comments section below the video for marking. Here is a timer. And question 22. After reading the passage, decide whether that statement is true, false, or cannot say, again based solely on the information provided. Fitting a pull-up bar safely to a doorway at home is not easy. Is it true, false, or cannot say? Put your answer to question 22 in the comment section below the video. Here is your timer. Brilliant, well done. Now, I hope you have enjoyed these. I've really enjoyed teaching you. So the next thing to do, if you want access to more English proficiency test questions online, click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the of the video, and it will take you through to my website, passmyjobtest.com. It includes hundreds of online test questions for you to try, which will help you to improve your English proficiency levels. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please also hit the like button, and don't forget to put all of your answers in the comment section below the video, and I will personally come on here each day and mark them for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your English proficiency test. Have a brilliant day.